Hi! I have been telling people I was gonna do a video about college for a long time now, and as you've probably noticed, that video has never appeared on my channel. Because every time I've tried to sit down and talk about college, I don't know what to focus on because I feel like I can make an entire series about college. And seeing how that isn't the point of my channel, I didn't really want to do that. So I decided instead I would go on Twitter and do a Q&A about college and ask you guys what you want to know. First question is, compared to high school, how difficult is college? This is a very complicated answer. It's hard to gauge if it's harder because I put in barely any effort in high school. I rarely studied. Getting by, doing homework the morning it was due, never studying for tests, getting B's and C's all the time, to now I study for everything. I'm trying to go for a 4.0. I can't say if it's harder or not because it's so different because you don't have like homework every single day. And you're given reading, which is not horrible most of the time, and you're usually given several weeks to do reading. The only thing that's harder is that you have a lot of things that you have to manage on your own, and you have a lot of essays and stuff and things to study for that you have to manage your time. And that's the main thing that's going to be the biggest struggle, is if you procrastinate, you're done. But honestly, it's not an unrealistic workload. I'm only taking 5 classes, which is 15 hours per week. I have so much free time. Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I only have 2 classes and I get out at noon. So I have from noon to whenever I go to bed that night to do work. And I typically end up taking a nap. But you have so much time to do what you need to do in college, assuming you don't have a part-time job or anything like that. But do not stress if that's why you're asking me this. It's genuinely not an overwhelming workload. Was it hard adjusting the first month or so? Woo, if you have seen my college moving vlog, you understand. I was crying my first couple of days here, not really because I didn't want to be here, it was because I was so scared of the realization of everything is up to me now. Like, I have to be my own mom. That was really, really scary. And I will say that if you're more independent, this might not affect you at all. I think I might be like the only person that cried here. But yeah, it's frightening for the first couple of days. I'm only 2 hours away from home, and my mom's just a FaceTime call away. So I definitely utilize that. I definitely go home some weekends. So that's what makes it really great for me. It's awkward at first, like showering with shoes on and public bathrooms and being with a bunch of people you don't know. But I will say this, it's not a bad change. It's very cool and exciting because now you can do things, you don't have any parents telling you to do anything, and you can do anything, pretty much. It's strange, but a very liberating feeling. What classes are you taking right now? So I am in 5 classes, like I said. That would be Honors Government, British Literature, Website Design, American History up to 1865, and Film Appreciation, which is honors as well. What is your favorite and least favorite part of living on campus? Favorite part is that the girls in my hall are like the best people in the entire world. My deal is I'm never gonna live off campus, so I have no things to say off campus. I don't know if you can see this. That building right outside my window, if it will focus, the building outside my window is literally the dining hall, so I can walk and get food in like 20 seconds. So everything's convenient, and it's just nice, you know, it's just nice. My least favorite part isn't actually like a college thing, it's more of a town thing. Where my college is in the middle of nowhere. We have nothing to do here, and I don't have a car, so it's so boring. That's the one thing that I don't like, is that there's nothing to do here on campus on the weekends or any other time, really. Kaylin asked, how awesome is 5th South, which is our hallway, and I was just talking about this, and I love it. It is awesome. Is there anything you wish you could have done in high school to make your college experience easier? Oh my gosh. Okay, yes. Whenever I was in high school, I don't know what planet I was on, I don't know how I missed this, but I genuinely had no idea that taking an AP class and passing that AP test literally meant that I don't have to take that class in college. I don't know what part of my brain heard the words college credit and didn't associate that with that actual thing. I wish so badly that I could have done more AP in high school, and studying in high school seems like, oh, ew, studying. I would have done so well in those classes. I didn't give myself enough credit. I didn't let myself study, so I never actually did well on anything. I wish I would have done more AP. I only did like English AP and that's it. So I wish I tested out of German, I wish I tested out of science, I wish I tested out of all my histories. Because now in college, you have to redo what you just learned. So unless you want to do the college classes over again, do AP, please. If you could study in any other country, which one would it be? That's a really frightening question for me because I don't want to be that far away from my family. But probably London, because I'm thinking of doing the study abroad in London next summer, and that's really exciting. I definitely wouldn't want to go anywhere where it's not native English because I would be struggling. But yeah, I think London, just because there's so English history there with like Shakespeare and all that jazz. I'm not very intrigued by the possibility of going overseas for a long time and studying. I'd rather stay here. I get homesick. Were there any big surprises about college that you did not expect? Not really any big surprises, but I think part of me glamorized the entire college ordeal because I was thinking to myself, oh my gosh, this is gonna be so great, I'm gonna be on my own, I'm gonna go on all these adventures. And whenever I went on tours on campuses, I would picture myself at these places and I'd be like, oh my gosh, the next time I'm here I'm gonna be a college student. But in reality, it's a lot of just chilling. I know I could change that if I wanted to, but I'm happy. And it's not like do the things all the time. It's just very laid back and it's what you want it to be. How do you focus on college when Hamilton is a thing? I'm asking for a friend. I don't. I was literally up until 2 singing it to my friends in the lounge last night, so it's really rough. Are you contemplating studying abroad? And I just mentioned this. Yes, I do want to go to London. At this point, I'm not quite sure how that will work out money-wise and my bravery-wise. Hopefully after BEA, it'll like click and I won't be so scared of traveling anymore. That's the main thing holding me back, is I'm just so scared of getting there and like being in a country and being like, what is a pound? What is a subway? A tube? What do they call it there? The tube? Driving on the wrong side of the road. Me being a tourist who has no idea what I'm doing. The only reason I want to go is to go to Stonehenge and sit on the ground and just look at it. What degree are you working towards in college? I will be getting a bachelor's degree in English with no particular focus, but I will be also getting a minor in mass communication. What is the best and worst thing about living in your dorm? Definitely the fact that our toilet paper is only 1 ply and it's horrendous. Our elevator is really slow and I live on the 5th floor. Like I said earlier, I just like being around people all the time and I like being able to go down the hall and knock on my friends' doors and be like, what you doing? It's a really good bonding time for everyone, so I definitely recommend living in a dorm and becoming like really good friends with the girls in your hall because you guys would do everything together. Was the transition from high school to college hard? I think I was ready to go to college. By the time the summer was over, I was like, I want to get out of this house. I'm so tired of being around these people. I'm just ready to be on my own. I want to start something new than high school and make new friends and do new stuff. So I think I was in the mentality where as soon as I got here, it was like, yes, this is what I needed. So no, it wasn't hard at all. I haven't gone back and visited my high school. I don't really keep up with many of my high school friends anymore. So it's just like, it was a very clean break and it was smooth and it was easy and we out here, we living. I'm sorry, the sun is doing crazy things. It has just decided to go away forever, apparently. Do you have any studying rituals, like using a certain pen or listening to music? Really depends on how I'm studying. If I'm reading a textbook, I have to be in complete silence by myself, and then I will write flashcards as I read the textbook so that whenever I'm going back over to study that chapter, I have flashcards. When I'm flipping through flashcards, I can be around people, I can be talking, I can be joking around, I can be singing to music, because I memorize things really easily, so I can just flip through flashcards and it will stick in my brain no matter what I'm doing. I love doing math homework, so anything with science or math, I'm always singing and like doing it for fun because I'm a nerd apparently. The majority of the time, the things I'm studying is reading, so I have to be in silence by myself. And as far as writing essays and stuff like that, it's just usually at 3 a.m. exhausted. You live and you learn. How do you find time to read? You make time. I have so much free time that I was not expecting I would have. And right now I'm in a reading slump, so it's like whenever I have downtime, I'd rather just lay in bed or go on my phone or computer. But if you saw last semester, all my wrap-ups were like 10 books, and it's because you honestly have a ton of time to get stuff done. You're only in class for 15 hours per week. Again, if you don't have a job or anything, which I don't. So, I mean, I always read before bed, or at least I try to. Any downtime between classes, and especially after classes, going to the dining hall, bringing your book with you, there's so much time to read that people don't expect that you have. How the heck do you function with no sleep? I follow you on Snapchat, so I'm like, my sleep schedule's whack. I went to bed at 4 a.m. this morning and I woke up 10 minutes before my 9:30 class. I usually take naps. I don't know. It's just lots of naps. And that was the last question, so thank you to anyone who sent me questions. I hope that kind of sums up my college experience. If not, oh well. Feel free to send me more questions on Tumblr or Twitter if you have them, because that's where I'll be answering follow-up questions, or in the comment section, I guess. Remember, we have a comment section here. Wow. Thank you everyone for watching. I actually have homework to go do. See, here's the thing. I have a thing due Friday night, I have a thing due Sunday night, and I have reading due tomorrow. I have plenty of time to do all of the things. I just don't feel like it. Okay, wish me luck. I'll see you all next time, and goodbye.